Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Fahu forays, daru dores. Welcome Christmas, bring your light. Fahu forays, dahu dores. Welcome in the cold of night. Welcome Christmas, fahu remus. Welcome Christmas, dahu demus. Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart and hand to hand. Trim up the tree with Christmas stuff, like bingo balls and woof-woos fluff. Trim up the town with goo-goo gums and bisblings and wums. Trim every blessed window and trim every blessed door. Hang up boo-boo bricks, then run out and get some more. Hang bantukas on the ceiling, pile bambunas on the floor. Trim every blessed needle on the blessed Christmas tree. Christmas comes tomorrow, trim you, trim me. Trim up your tree with fuzzle fuzz and fliffer bloofs and wuzzle wuzz. Trim up your uncle and your aunt with yards of hooflut flay. Every who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a holly who wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow's Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, I know all the Who girls and boys will wake bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, noise. There's one thing I hate, all the noise. And they'll shriek squeals and squeals racing around on their wheels. They'll dance with jingle tinglers tied to their heels. They'll blow their floovers. They'll bang their tartukas. They'll blow their hoopers. They'll bang their gardukas. They'll spin their drumtukas. They'll slam their slukas. They'll beat their blumpoobas. They'll wham their hoo-wonkas. They'll play noisy games like Zoozity Garcet, a roller skate type of lacrosse or croquet. And then they'll make ear-splitting noises galooks on their great big electro hoogarnio falooks. Then the Who's, young and old, will sit down to a feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast. They'll feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast. Raw roast beast is a feast I can't stand in the least. And then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, they'll stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'll stand hand in hand with those Who's will start singing. Dahu forays, dahu dores. Welcome Christmas, come this way. Dahu forays, dahu dores. Welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, Fahu Ramus. Welcome, Dahu Damus. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have hands to clasp. Dahu forays, dahu dores. And they'll sing and they'll sing and they'll sing. The more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas song, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. Oh, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch left in his throat. I'll make a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked with a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel. Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul. Mr. Grinch, I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather light pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a minute or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little stockings hung all in a row. These stockings, he grinched, are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant. Around the whole room he took every present. Pop guns, bamboogas, bantukas and drums, checkerboards, bizblings, popcorn and plums. He stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all of the bags one by one up the chimney. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile. Mr. Grinch, given choice between two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of simple sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots. Mr. Grinch, you're the three-decker soccer knot and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's Feast. He took the Who Pudding. He took the Roast Beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took the last can of Who Hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. Now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. As the Grinch took the tree, he started to shove. He heard a small sound like a coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was no more than 2. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who was in bed with her cup, he crept up the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then he went to the chimney himself, the old liar, and the last thing he took was a log for their fire. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nausea super nos. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive a crooked hoss. Mr. Grinch, your soul is appalling. Dump heap overflow with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable, mangled up and tangled up knots. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks, and your soul is full of gunk. Mr. Grinch, the 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, stink, stank, stunk. It was a quarter of dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, their snoof, their fuzzles, their dinglers and trappings. 10,000 feet up the sleigh of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Boo-boo to the Who's, he was grinchily humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, then the Who's down the Whoville will all cry boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. He paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And did he hear a sound rising over the snow? It started in low, then started to grow. Fahu Bores, Dahu Dores, welcome Christmas, come this way. Fahu Bores, Dahu Dores, welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, welcome, Fahu Ramus, welcome, welcome, Dahu Damus. Christmas Day is in our grasp as long as we have hands to clasp. But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded glad. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came, somehow or other. It came just the same. And the Grinch, with all his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. He puzzled and buzzed till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps meant a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And then the true meaning of Christmas came through, and the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches plus 2. And now that his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. With a smile to his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheering, blowing hoo-hoo on his trumpet. He rode into Whoville, he brought back their toys, he brought back their floof to the Who girls and boys. He brought back their stoof and their dinglers and puzzles. He brought back their pentukas, their dafflers and wuzzles. He brought everything back, all the food for the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. Welcome Christmas, bring your cheer, cheer to all who's far and near. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have a hand to grasp. Christmas Day will always be, just as long as we have welcome Christmas while we stand, heart in heart, hand in hand. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next ASMR.